Hi everyone, good morning and welcome back to Isola Design Festival Light Talks on Isola TV. Today we have the pleasure to introduce a new collaboration with the Chinese partner that will help us give visibility to the designers in our network, also in Asia, but at the same time to create a bridge between Chinese designers and Europe. So today we have the pleasure to have Mr. Liu, architect and founder of AOD Group, that is one of the biggest design firms in China, and Wentao Wang, that is general manager of Point Italy. That is our partner that actually is, in fact, helping us for the launch of this collaboration with China. So I welcome our guest.
Hi, Gabriele. Hi, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Liu. Mr. Liu is also a translator, we will try to speak a bit slower than usual in order to give the time to translate about what we are saying. So I will start immediately with asking to Mr. Liu what he thinks about Italian design and how Italian design is influencing his work, if it has influenced his work in the past in his projects.
在我看来，一个
Sure.
There is a little problem of connection.
Yeah.
If you can solve it. Okay, you're back. Perfect.
The internet was really bad.
Sorry.
No problem.
另外呢，就是说一个好的设计，它一定是美
Sorry,
观
Mr.
的
Liu, can we start back from the beginning? Because we lost you.
No, it's fine. Wentao, we can move forward.
OK， 在我看来呢，一个好的设计啊，一定是实用的啊，同时呢又是美观的一个设计啊，它要表达出让人愉悦的这种感觉来，让人觉得是有趣的，但是呢，这样的一个诉求下呢，我认为意大利的设计呢，就是强在它能在满足功能的基础上，同时又把美观然后做得非常好，同时呢，就是在这样的一种追求下呢，促使这个意大利呢成为就是现代或者当代设计比较领先的这样的一个地区啊，所以呢，我们能看到它在比如时装啊、汽车呀，还有家居啊这些领域都是比较靠前的。我也比较喜欢看米兰的这个时装周、米兰的家居展，都是我特别喜欢看的一些项目啊。这就是我对意大利的一个设计的一个印象吧啊。
So in Mr. Liu's opinion, in Italian design, it's always the good part is being practical, and most of the time it meets people's functional needs. It's always beautiful, pleasant, interesting, and one of Italy's powerful aspect in design is that all these functional needs and aesthetics can be combined, and it sort of brings a very powerful functional requirements to the products in general. So in terms of in modern design today, when it comes to fields like fashion, automobile, furniture, in Italian design, where we can always attract Chinese designers. Can be beneficial for Chinese designers in terms of practicality and functionality. Yeah.
It was freezed a little bit, but I think we understood the answer. Like,
Okay.
no, it's really interesting to understand his point of view about how Italian design is influencing the Chinese designers and architects. And actually, I wanted to ask if you have in your team any Italian or European workers, designers, architects. Do you have only Chinese assistants or also European or international?
就是还想问，就是我们的公司的有其他的外国设计师吗？比如说欧洲的人，还是哪一个国家的人？
我们呢，公司的设计团队呢还是相对比较多元一些的，就曾经用过的也有意大利的设计师啊，在我们公司内部有意大利设计师，有欧洲塞尔维亚的设计师，现在我们有这个西班牙的设计师啊，西班牙的建筑师，以及那个像我旁边的这位 Sam，他呢是在欧洲瑞士啊、德国工作过，那他是马来西亚籍的设计师啊。
So Mr. Liu mentioned that in general we do have like a team abroad in Europe as well. We used to have an Italian designer, and then we also had a Spanish architect. And then as well for me, I'm from Malaysia, but I did grew up and study as well and work in Switzerland and Germany. So I have this different backgrounds and being able to explore this different.
Yeah, of course. I will make a question now to Wentao. Because, as we said, Wentao Wang is general manager of Point Italy. That is our partner in the development of this collaboration with Chinese designers, with the Chinese market. So Wentao, I make the same question to you. How do you think Chinese design has been influenced by Italian design, and do you think that Chinese designers actually can really make the difference when they will be integrated more like with in the Italian design industry?
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, of course, it's Chinese design is now integrating with Italian design. Based on my experience, we are, for instance, we have worked with different journalists with different magazines. From their article, you can clearly seeing that the Chinese European design is deeply influencing, has a deeply influence on Chinese design. And in the meantime, because in this year in China we have more and more good design, and now they have a more media coverage also on Italian or European media. So and also both culture, both country, we have influenced each other. We are communicating. We are going forward together.
And do you think actually our collaboration can be interesting for Chinese designers to join the European market? We are talking also about young Chinese designers, like emerging ones or independent studios. That is our, let's say, target. So our collaboration has just started, but I'm expecting a lot from it. Like I really wish we already have a couple of Chinese designers in our community, but I'm expecting to have even more.
Yeah, Point Italy is a PR company. We're always focus on building the channel between Italy and China. You know, we have the ICAF, Italy China Architects Forum. So every year we have over 100 top Chinese designer to come to here to Milan to talk with top Italian designer. For instance, Mr. Liu is one of our very senior member who has always supported our events, our forum. So, and Point Italy, we are also helping. We are also dealing with some the social platform or digital platform for Chinese and Italian designers. So based on our resources and the network, in China. I believe we could, together with Isola Design, Design District, sure we can. I believe we could help to build a more healthy, more stable channel for Italian and Chinese designer. Of course, young designer.
That's the goal. That's the goal. So, Mr. Liu, I'm back to you. You're based in Beijing, right? So, but you work like in different cities and also different countries. Like, how much is influenced your work by the sustainable themes? Like, do you have any sustainable approach to the work you do, the building you build? Like, do you have someone in charge for checking also that part that especially today is really important?
就是他想问的，就是咱们的设计设计方向就会有这个。
设计这样的一个设计方向的啊，我们在近期做的一些项目里面呢，也融入了大量的这种就是叫做有要用到的这种立德的这样立德认证的这个一些项目啊。我刚才他提到有那个就是在哪儿有项目是吗？
就是那个就在国内跟国外。
我们 AOD 的项目啊，因为有一些外界谈的是我们这个就是我们成员之一嘛，我们主要的项目呢还是集中在中国，但是在中国的大部分地区，大多数地区都有 AOD 的项目。国外的项目呢，我们也有些国外的一些客户，少量的做一些像在美国的迈阿密啊，在那个日本的这个青井泽这个地区，鸟取的地区啊。
So, Mr. mentioned that there is a lot of in terms of sustainability approach in most of our projects in terms of furniture design. In general, we do have sustainable approach based on materiality, and then also like we do look at those like how does carbon footprint affect the entire sustainability approach, and then most of this sustainability approach we try to make it effective in our local projects in China, and the ones that we like to highlight are also international projects that are located in Miami in America and also in Japan. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was interesting to know it, and I have one more question for Mr. Liu, because thanks to Point Italy, he joined our board of jurors for the Isola Design Awards. So it will be in the jury, and so it will evaluate all the designers that will be nominated. And I wanted to know what will be how we will evaluate the designers. If he has any suggestion for the designers who will present their project for the Isola Design Awards, if he knows that he will have already specific criteria to evaluate the projects. I think we don't hear you.
Question.
听明白，你要问涛涛什么意思？
Could you repeat the question? Sorry.
Sure, no problem. Like, since Mr. Liu will be one of the jurors of Isola Design Awards, the competition that will give a prize to 12 designers that we will launch in May. So I wanted to understand how he's going to evaluate the projects. He has to give a vote to each project. What is the criteria to evaluate them? Is it going to see more the sustainable approach? Is it going to see more the aesthetic? Is it going to see more the functionality? Did you get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We have again a problem of connection with Beijing, but let's see if we can get at least the translation.
Sometimes we do have the connection issue. Okay, this is the same as we have during the design period. It's exactly the same. We have when we have a face talk, we have this problem, and when we have the project cooperation, sometimes we have also the similar problem.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
but it was a trial. It was an experiment. I think. Okay, now they're back. We can get your answer. Okay, we are listening.
刘老师现在好了，你们可以那个。I think that they still have some technical problem. And before that, Mr. Liu, AOD also have some project with Italian architect and Italian designer. I think 2 years ago, we assist AOD to work with one of the professor of Polytechnic di Milano, Professor Guazzoni, Edoardo Guazzoni, and we are trying to make a real estate project for one of the biggest Chinese real estate developer. And at that time, we face exactly the same problem, but not on the connection. But we have, the different habits, the different rules even, because sometimes Italian architects, they draw something based on Italian regulation. But in China, it's a totally another system. So we are trying to build the connection.
Okay, welcome back.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem.
So sorry.
It was okay. Can you give us an answer? Questions? Okay.
Yeah, sure. You can get answer now. All right.
那作为评委呢，我可能更关注的是，一个项目它的，这个，比如说它的这个创意啊，它的这个就是颜值啊，我认为现在可能是一个颜值的一个时代啊。另外呢，就是它有没有做到这种刚才提到的这个可持续这个概念啊，以及呢，就是说它有没有真正的解决了一个社会的问题啊？因为我觉得设计是要解决问题的，有没有解决这个真正的社会问题啊？就是从这些角度我们去评判一个设计做的是不是一个好设计啊。
Okay, so basically in general, what we look for mostly is based on aesthetics and how different design could affect in terms of functionality, in terms of how it could meet the person's needs. But then also design. Why do we do design? Design is basically to solve problems, and how will you tackle certain problems, whether it's good or it's bad. In terms of this kind of thoughts or this design thinking, how in general would we solve a certain problem, and that's how, like, in terms of evaluation, like how would we generalize if it's good or bad? So if your answer to your question is that basically when a design is not only looking good, but it has to also solve the primary issue. It cannot be just a good design just because it looks good. So in general, it has to have a certain points, like a merit, how it can, benefit a certain requirement or functionality. Yeah.
比如说现在的这个设计呢，我们处在一个这样的疫情时代吧，那么设计呢能不能帮助解决更好的在疫情时代下的这个设计上的一些使用啊，那么能够符合目前的这种时代的这种需求啊，我认为类似这样的一些东西能不能在它的设计里面去体现出来。
So like one of our biggest problems right now is because of the pandemic. The pandemic has caused many multiple issues to everyone in global environment. Everyone has been dealing difficulties in the pandemic, and such issues like this, like the pandemic, if a design can solve such an issue like this, then it's great. But then again, it sort of brings you on how we evaluate on the design process, on the design thought, whether these sort of issues can be solved.
Sure, and actually we have many projects that work in that direction. So I'm really happy about the answer, and I thank you very much. Actually, we are done. Like that were all my questions. I was really happy to meet Mr. Liu and to meet also you, Wentao, to have this introduction to what we are going to do, like with our collaboration in China. And I see you, Mr. Liu, later when we will start working on the Isola Design Awards evaluations of the projects. And Wentao, with you, I think we will meet earlier. But for the moment, thank you very much for being with us, for taking part of the Isola TV live streaming, and it will be available on demand. And so see you soon. Thank you very much, Mr. Liu.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Gabriel.
See you. Have a good day.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.